Okay, so last season, we saw a Real Madrid team that were suffering after buying a whole bunch of superstars that people felt, say, I'm going to dominating world football. Then comes in Xabi Alonso. This season, Real Madrid are on top of the Spanish La Liga. They are not just on top. Barcelona moved by 5 points. And they are the second best joint defensive team in the league. Not just that. In the Champions League, after 3 games, Real Madrid are winning 3 out of 3. 9 points, 100% record. And then so far 13 games, and Xabi Alonso about for Real Madrid. We are winning 12 out of the 13. On top of that, we are winning the first Clasico game as a manager for Real Madrid. So we are asking, say, has he found the solution to Real Madrid's problem? And are we going to see this Madrid? I'm for expecting as a team teams should get ready because they will dominate an era. They will define a generation. And not just that. The famous Treble among for say, Eludu Madrid de Sano, Xabi Alonso may be the first coach to win the league, the Copa del Rey, and the Champions League. People even believe, say it might be this season. Wait, let's digest every single thing since about Real Madrid. Now you have be a team no headed towards. Now, this video, what here on YouTube be and make sure say subscribe to my YouTube channel no Hussein Adams 1. Now face so what like video we. Afe yenya abotre na yenchirichirim. Di kan Xabi Alonso inherited Real Madrid team last season under Carlo Ancelotti. Even though now Madrid added the likes of Kylian Mbappe to the team, but we saw a team aside say na a year full of superstars, you know, on the field of play. First, results enkoye. 2 players no more looking egoistic, and then politics kaka in the team. And it affected Carlo Ancelotti. People questioned his tactics. And there's a man there, Bob Baller, who said tactics, Papa Bia, on the field of play. And among for complaining a lot and bitterly about Real Madrid poor attitude without the ball. Among defending, among track it back. Opponent Jebonwa, they concede a lot. Even Madrid lost 4 Clasicos out of the 4 for the first time ever in history. Then came Xabi Alonso. Now, Xabi Alonso before Real Madrid, no, there were a lot of questions about your inexperience. Obetima coach, coachy, or the trade back from Leverkusen and ever another day. Then, on the first tournament, which was the FIFA Club World Cup, at the time, it wasn't a team that he had prepared for long. And yes, in a Club World Cup, Otimi fighting ya, Kopim so drew semi-finals. PSG for a year in film. Then came this very season. What prepared the team. And truth is so far. So I hear Xabi Alonso in Real Madrid now. You can see say a lot has changed as compared to the previous Madrid team. Yes, wins and performance near there speaks for itself. But then we are talking of a Real Madrid team just after the El Clasico. A lot of people about Real Madrid ambassador. It wasn't even about someone winning, but without the ball. Real Madrid pressing shape, the way they are defending this time round. Again, Kwanya will be a fast so adding the whole airship volume because it looks like Xabi Alonso by as compared to Papa Nidi and Carlo Ancelotti previous season. You know, this man is purely tactically inclined. And you can see from the way he approaches games and the way the team is setting up. And the reward the power and discipline. Now, it looks like the Madrid team that had a lot of egos at camp, top players, superstars, you know, all of a sudden, this coach is rather killing the egos. And with this, let's use Barcelona for example. Last season, we saw a Hansi Flick side that were very disciplined, brutal, and ruthless. Everybody sticking to plan, tactics, training regime, commitment, time and near. But this season, on one baker said any team will grow egos. A lot of players are here so I'm after Clasico crowd. Mundo Deportivo say Onela Minyama. Ebi say Rafinha. Ebi say other players. But then this Madrid team that last season suffered from something similar, which affected our performance. You know? Because people felt say Mbappe, Abba, trying to take over from Vinicius. Vinicius feel he's the king. And Tisadiana and more without the ball, will be a managing track back. Now, and then Madrid team, no, Xabi Alonso looks like Wakile Sadiano from the team. And now look at his team. Kylian Mbappe is scoring goals in rampant rapidity. Abrante Dieri Vinicius is on form. Jude Bellingham is back and is on fire. Abrante Dieri Alvaro Carreras. Talk of the other players, Dean Huijsen, Camavinga, Nacho Many. So it should tell you, say, Team Nuan Casano, a lot of things are sister, even though it is early days yet. Now, for Xabi Alonso, Madrid looks more tactical ready for every opponent. Yes, he's lost to Atletico Madrid 5-2. But then, this is a season that he's learning a lot of things, and consistently he say the redeeming play are up from the team, no, and that is where the person you movie in say the way I was starting the team, no, if everything clicks, say Bibia started say working perfectly, Obia better the system now say roles our them with and without the ball, and the way of person the team looking like a hit team will be able to stand in front of this Madrid team, because when it comes to quality from goalkeeper to attack, will be in abundance. Now, Adiaba on top of the Xabi Alonso, Diaba Real Madrid now exercise a lot a discipline, and a two, the meritocracy of position. Our team no one. Sir, Ocean the team no. It looks like our reward starting position based on merit. And the game be all common. One, the tactical game approach. Two, say once a game way, player when they so used to the way and so used to now. He's not gonna use that player regardless of who ego. And to Obia feeling involved. Obia feeling say he will be playing based on performance, and then they were ordered the modern wedding, regardless of who. Unlike Carlo Ancelotti last season, multiple times people were complaining. Ada Gulomani game time, Omani Mobi. With Xabi Alonso, it is completely different. Now you can see, say even Gonzalo Garcia, you saw the club work up there. He's giving him opportunity. Chouameni, Camavinga, even Trent Alexander-Arnold, all the other players, Omunyo opportunity is here kind for him. Not just that. Adiabakwa Ene with these Madrid players full of egos. No what team ya tell me on egos na I'm on as a team player. Discipline. Classical example. The see here with Vinicius Jr. I'm for first after the Clasico win. Xabi Alonso ever forget it? Oh, where they BBR. But then after the Clasico, yet it's also here Vinicius for office, and of course after the Vinicius call office, on my Vinicius with your and one fan channel or sign panesheno. Say, uncle in front of the playmates, the uncle Paul Muninacho, or we are on render unqualified apology to the general public. If I Vinicius per coach in Nacho, and then they are moving forward. Again, coach, aside, and he looks like every single player on my name, Fanaso. Unlike Carlo Ancelotti was more of a father figure, trying to calm everybody. Oh, your man is I obey any idea. According to insiders, HSA or Real Madrid power, the intensity. How they are training, and in football, they 90 minutes. They are prepare normally on Sunday, but before say team be from Monday, Tuesday, Kopim Saturday, they are prepare whatever on Sunday. So Adiaba with Xabi Alonso as a supply with this Madrid team, training metrics as compared to Carlo Ancelotti. It looks like with Ancelotti, number the training here more relaxed. Obiako, Mummy and Chichen, but according to reports, I said Alonso the aggressiveness Biaba, and then Adiabako added say because he's still young, Adiabio person or Chilomobia and what Bobo only be done in tea. And yet so bet my Chilomo. Now what does he do? Say opposite me for the lay pass, Emma striker. Now me for the double pass and an anqua on Condonisa next time. Or my other boy actually. No, being a former midfielder who truly understands the game in the open. What bonesa with the coaching experience, no what strike and the way I saw running cover Sabon. And it is working for Real Madrid so far. You can see somebody looks ready. And then PPDA Akosro, even without the ball, seconds they take it for them to retrieve possession. And it looks like he's more tactically inclined. And this Madrid team, when it comes to quality, no more than that. And then a coach who is ready to make sure say every player, regardless of a level, no trimudebe film, to give your all and our neighbor. So now, based on this, where do you think this Real Madrid team will be heading towards? Because it looks like so far the early signs, the early beginnings are very positive. And in terms of results, Team B1 started up. It won't come with results. Government will implement it. But then Xabi Alonso, above all, is managing to get results. I'm a name Madrid for the GDA passer on the next game against Valencia. Madrid Besham Bebre. Then subsequent game against Liverpool. Madrid Besham. And then on the next game against Rayo. Madrid Besham Atwa. So this is Alonso and how he's been able to change this Real Madrid team in these very early days of the season. So let me know. Sir Ene, do you think Alonso is on track as being the right man for this Real Madrid job after Carlo Ancelotti exit? And now say early